This is censorship. Society of Editor criticizes Prince Harry and Meghan Markle after couple issue email saying they will no longer engage with the UK's most popular newspapers. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's letter to newspapers editors saying they will no longer engage with the UK's most popular titles has today been blasted as censorship by the Society of Editors. Disgusted director Ian Moran said, "The statement was sadly a clear attempt to undermine certain sections of the UK media, who often ask uncomfortable questions." Royal watchers also commended the Duke and Duchess of Sussex's narcissistic decision to have zero engagement with the four British newspaper groups. The Queen's former press spokesman, Dickie Arbiter, said the couple were wrong, and Prince Charles' biographer Tom Bower said they have become their own worst enemies. Earlier, Pierre Morgan and the BBC's Andrew Neil were among the hosts of commentators to lay into the pair's new policy. The LA-based Sussex released the letter to four newspapers groups last night detailing how their self-imposed ban is a refusal to offer themselves up. Their message was sent from an official Sussex royal email, despite the Queen banning them from using the title and they saying they plan to use Archewell. They emailed the editors of these popular publications, the Daily Mail, the Daily Mirror, the Sun, and the Daily Impress. It comes hours after Prince Harry caused outrage by suggesting the coronavirus crisis sweeping Britain was better than we are led to believe through certain corners of the media. Their letter was widely criticized by royal and media commentators, especially in light of the COVID-19 pandemic. Mr. Arbit told Mail Online, "I really want to know who is advising them because they are wrong, unless they are doing it themselves. Not only this, Harry was wrong over the weekend, because 2.4 million deaths is bad. 16,000 in the UK is bad. So how he can even suggest it isn't as bad as what is being said about is wrong. But then again, he is not the brightest bunny on the planet," Mr. Bower said. The Sussexes have become their own worst enemies. They clearly cannot stand being irrelevant and ignored. In the midst of a horrendous global crisis causing so much misery, all they can think about is themselves. Constantly, they push their obsession about their image and their financial income into the spotlight, and then outrageously harass the public with their problems. Meghan just understands. No one cares. And royal commentator Richard Fitzwilliams added, "We know the intensity of both Harry and Meghan's feeling towards the British tabloids. I mean, there's no question about that." The statement they've released simply means it is going to be slightly more difficult for journalists to get information. It won't mean fewer royal stories because obviously the demand of royal stories will remain enormous, he added. "It's important, I would have thought, and in their interest to have their point of view put across." The Sussexes completed their last royal duty on March 31, before stepping away from the monarchy, dropping their HRH styles, for a life mostly in LA. President Donald Trump said the US will not pay for the couple's intimated €4 million security costs, which had been picked up by the Metropolitan Police. Earlier this month, the Mail revealed Harry and Meghan had agreed to pay for the cost of their security, which will reportedly consist of former SAS soldiers at a cost of €400 per operate per day. Harry, 35, and 38-year-old Meghan's letter was sent to the editors of the news groups involved last night. They wrote, "Please note that the Duke and Duchess of Sussex will not be engaging with your outlet. There will be no corroboration and zero engagement."